Jai Hind students. Again I am back with the second module of the key elements of a democratic government. Now in this module we will talk about conflict and how to resolve the conflict. As in this chapter only, in the beginning, in the Maya story, we read about the conflict, how conflict could take place, and that often led to violence and death because one group decides that it is all right to use force to prevent the other group from protesting. Even conflicts occur when people of different cultures, religion, regions, or economic background do not get along with each other. They do not support each other. They do not mingle with each other. Or when some of them feel that they are being discriminated against. People may use differences like this also different means of violence, and that leads to fear, tension among others living in the area. The government is also responsible for helping to resolve the conflict. Now we will study one more, we will read or we will study about one more issue in our society that took place. Right. Before that, I would like to throw light in this, like religious processions and celebrations can sometimes lead to conflicts. For example, as we live in Varanasi, you must have seen that while Muharram, when we have Muharram festival, at that time also when people of Muslim religion, they move out for rallies, they have some whatever custom they have, at that time also we can have religious conflict that can lead. Even one more thing, while like Durga Puja and Kali Puja and different worships, when for that also when people move out with the idol, so at that period of time religious conflict can take place. Now we will talk about the river, that is actually one river. Rivers can too become a source of conflict between different states. Suppose from different states, from both these states, if the same river flow, then that may also be a reason of conflict. For example, in Karnataka and in Tamil Nadu, you may have heard about the Kaveri water, as the Kaveri water dispute between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. The water stored in Krishna Raja Sagara Dam in Karnataka is used for irrigating a number of districts and for meeting the needs of the city of Bangalore. The water stored in Mettur Dam in Tamil Nadu is used for crops grown in the delta region of the state. When the conflict arises, actually the time when, because of both the dams are on the same river. The downstream dam in Tamil Nadu, as because of the location, you can say that Tamil Nadu's dam will be definitely downstream, can only be filled if the water is released from the upstream one located in the Karnataka. Therefore, both states cannot get as much water as they need for people in their states, and this leads to conflict. The central government has to step in and see that a fair distribution is worked out for both states. So that was one case study. Now we will discuss about justice and definitely equality, as we talked about that the central government will have to see. So we will talk about justice, like one of the key ideas of a democratic government is its commitment to equality and justice. Equitable distribution is to be done. Equality and justice are inseparable. We cannot separate it. The earlier practice of untouchability is now banned by law. This group of people were denied education, transport, medical facilities, and even the chance to offer prayers also. Dr. Ambedkar, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, whom we have already read in the previous chapters, and many other leaders like him, realized that such practices must not be continued. And that was the reason that the justice can only be achieved when people are treated equally. When there is equitable distribution, equality, then only we can say that yes, we got justice. The government also recognizes this and makes special provisions for groups within the society that are unequal. For instance, in our society there is a general tendency to value and care for the boy child more than the girl child. So this means that society does not value the girl and boy child equally. That is also unjust. So in this context, we can say government steps in to promote the justice by providing special provisions that can enable girls to overcome the injustice that are subjected to. Thus, it is possible that fees for girls might be waived or lowered in government schools or colleges. Even you must have seen that in many hospitals or even in private doctor clinic, the fees of the doctor are lower for the girls and somewhere the fees are waived out also. Beti Bachao Beti Padhao is one such campaign, a special movement which was initiated by the government, by the central government, so that we can promote the daughters, girl child for education. So these type of several steps which are taken by the government to promote the unprivileged group of the society for maintaining equality or promoting equality, and to provide the privilege them also as it was given to a particular group of people in the society. So this much all about in this chapter. I hope you have understood. If you don't understand anything, you can get back to me. Till then, happy learning. Please read the chapter. Thank you.